So, yo, what's going on, my brother? How you been, man? I know it's been a long time in the making. We've been trying to do this interview. I'm happy to have you here. How you been, man?
I'm here, man. Just putting work in, trying to
Yeah,
move
man.
forward, getting ready for this EP to drop. You feel me?
I see you. We're going to get into all of that. But let me intro you, bring you in. So, this is the Bars on Deck podcast. I'm your host, King Swift. This is episode 24, I believe. And we have Drazmatik coming out of, is it Newark, New Jersey?
Trenton, New Jersey.
Trenton, New Jersey? Okay, my bad about that. Coming out of Trenton, New Jersey. I've been reviewing your work. You kind of legendary, boy, because you got a strong work ethic, you know what I'm saying? You always keeping the ball rolling. So I want to, give you your flowers early in your career before you get to where you're supposed to go. And then, you know what I'm saying, then we can have another interview down the road, you know what I mean? But welcome to the show, and I appreciate you for pulling up on me, you heard?
Yo, thanks for having me.
Anytime, my brother, anytime. So you say you from Trenton, New Jersey, right? My first question to you, being that New Jersey has such a strong influence out there with people like Latifah, people like Naughty by Nature, Joe Buttons, the list goes on. How do you feel that how the culture shifted in Jersey, and how do you feel? How did it impact your career going forward? Well, at the moment.
Well, I don't think it really impacted me because, the machine gonna do what it's gonna do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I stayed sharp throughout the whole situation. I just stayed sharp. You know what I mean? Kept writing, kept spitting, because
Right.
I knew the day was gonna come when the shit was gonna come back around.
Right. It was gonna come full circle, and just, you know what I mean, it was gonna be your time when it was supposed to be.
No doubt.
Right. So how long you been doing this? Because you seem like a veteran in this. How long you been, you've been doing, first of all, how long you been rapping, and then how long you been making music and taking that seriously?
From day one, yo.
So, because you're not no young boy, so I know that's day one has been a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? You don't seem like no young dude. You seem like a distinguished gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I just basically, the shit. Just I grew up in that time, so it's like,
right.
It was. You know what I mean? It was inevitable.
Right. So what are some of the people you could say is responsible for you, or did you just develop your sound and your style on your own? I mean, because you usually come from some kind of influence, you know. I mean, like when I used to make music, you could hear who I liked. So I want to know from your perspective who had an impact, like not impact, but like who kind of shaped and molded your style to what it is today.
Just the whole East Coast vibe altogether. You feel me?
I like that. Yeah, right.
It was a collective. You grab a little. I say I grabbed anything from anywhere, but it's like just pick up jewels along the way, and you keep the jewels, and then
that's a fact.
You pull the jewels out when you need them. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like, as long as you was paying attention along the way with this hip hop shit, you was able to see mistakes other people made. You was able to see what worked for people, what didn't work for people.
That's true.
You feel me?
That's true.
So it's like me being a student in the game for so long, you learn from other people's mistakes. And once you figure that, it's easier to dodge the potholes and everything else that's coming in front of you.
That's a fact. And
it's like, hip hop itself is a teacher.
Yes.
So
facts,
it's like
big facts.
So it's like you got all these songs coming out from every coast, left, right, up, down, north, south, east, west, whatever.
Yeah.
So if you was like really involved and you was really a part of the culture, you hear different bars and different people music. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, when fucking Check the Rhyme,
Right.
Q-Tip said, industry rule number 4080, record company people are shady. So kids watching crack because I think they smoke crack, I don't doubt it. Look at how they act. So those couple bars right there planted a seed that the majors was jerking cats.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got some questions for you all on that. I ain't want to cut you off. Keep going. I just wanted to let you know I got some questions as far as like the business side, because we're gonna tap into both, music and in the business. But keep going. I ain't want to cut you off. My bad.
Nah, you
Apologies.
good. Nah, that was just an example of how, if you was paying attention, because this whole musical thing is a journey.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So it's no different from taking a road trip. You see different landmarks. You feel me? You see all kind of shit. You feel me? Along the way.
Right.
And
Right.
so you know what you saw along the way. You feel me?
Right. Right.
So that's all it really is, really.
And I like what you're saying, because when you see things, it kind of registers inside you, and you kind of hold on to that, and then it shapes and molds experiences, and now you know how to weave through the game and get through your shit and do your thing better and easier. So I like that. I like that answer. You know what I'm saying? So my next question, Eastern Standard, what is it? Eastern Standard Time Records? Is that the record
No doubt.
label?
No doubt.
That's your record label, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Is that a record label independent, or are you attached to some kind of major label?
Right now, I'm 100% independent. When I
Nice.
first started, I had a situation with another record label, which was a distributor that
Okay.
I'm not going to say they was playing parent company or nothing like that, but they have a lot of established artists on that label. And, I'm a hands-on type of dude, you feel me? So, it's my label. To answer your question, I'm 100% independent.
Okay.
When shit got to get done, shit got to get done. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I don't have time for when I want something done, I want it done. You feel me?
Right.
And nobody's gonna take care of your shit better than you. You feel me? So
that's a big fact.
So it's
that's
like,
a motherfucking fact.
I felt like, everything that you see me with is pretty much in-house. I make my own beats. I got couple other producers that I grew up with that I can rely on if I do need tracks.
Right.
And everything is pretty much self-contained. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I got my own video dude. You feel me? I got my own studio. I got my own shit. So
you good.
Like, I don't need to talk to them until they're ready to have a real conversation about real money. And at the same time, a lot of labels, they saturated with so many artists, run into them.
Right.
So it's like, why would I put myself in position to be waiting in a line?
That's smart.
Because they're gonna go with whatever they think is selling. So you can have the illest shit, the hottest songs, but quote unquote, just throwing a random name out there, you got some stripping chick twerking all the time, cats losing their mind, then they're gonna shelf you.
Yeah, word.
You don't have the luxury of walking around saying, I'm signed to so-and-so. I'm a part of this, I'm a part of that.
Right.
They're gonna put you on the back burner and they're gonna invest in whatever they think is making money.
Right.
So that's when the culture get pushed to the side. You sitting there, you start griping about how you want to get off a label or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's too much at that point. Yeah, I feel you.
So if
Yeah.
I could drop everything by myself whenever I want at the click of a button, then you're gonna do that because it's just like they need it right now. Cats,
Right.
they need they fix right now.
Right. It's a fact.
Everybody got their own drug of choice. So some
That's
people,
true.
that's their drug of choice, that type of music.
Right.
Well, we can't have them falling out over here because they're not getting what they're supposed to have. So, you know, with so many words, I still got to supply the people the dope that's
That
training
you,
from that
right.
I got. You feel me?
Right.
So
I like
that's
that.
pretty
You know
much
what I
it.
mean? I like that, man. I want to touch back on something you said when you said you had your own machine. Most dudes don't have that. You got the videographer. You know what I'm saying? You already a producer. You already a rhyme specialist. You got the studio. Most people don't have that. Most people don't have that today in their arsenal. You know what I mean? They got to go over here for studio time. They got to call up this dude, do their artwork. They got to do that, but you already got it down packed. So is signing with a major label in the foreseeable future, or are you going to keep it independent? Which I would rather you do. I would rather you keep it independent.
Well, pardon me. Well,
take your time, my brother.
I look at it like this. What people fail to realize, whatever you do, it's going to be a contract involved.
True.
So if they want to do something and they really want to do something, then they're going to give you what you want if they really want to work with you.
That's true.
So
that's true.
It's up for you to negotiate how long you there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I would never do anything with a major, but if I did, I would do it by project. You feel me? I would do it by project, and I would do it with no long-term ties. It would be more of a partnership. It would be more of a joint venture than me signing and giving
long
up
term. Yeah.
Giving up my rights.
Right. Exactly. That's the main
See
one.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that.
That's pretty much it on that. You feel me?
So you the type of person, when you come into a business arrangement, you want to have equity as opposed to getting a loan, because all a record deal is a loan. The record company is like a bank. They give you an amount of money, you got to pay them back, and you have a list of demands that you have to follow up on. So you would rather equity over and being a partner over a loan, basically.
Yeah,
if it were to come down to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can respect that. All right, that's dope. So let me get to the production side, right? You said you were a producer. What do you think comes easier to you, rapping or making beats?
I mean, they pretty much run concurrent.
Nice. Okay. So is that obviously that's much more helpful, but even though you said you have outside producers, I know that's so much more helpful in your position, because now you already have the beats laid out and then you can just do your thing, go right in. So you don't have to worry about being on somebody else's time. You know what I mean? So I think I respect that about artists, because when I was looking for a deal 20 years ago, all of the veterans around me was saying, look, man, you can't be a one-trick pony. You can't just rap. You want to be able to produce. You want to be able to do this. You want to be able to do that. And I'm seeing guys like you today. Y'all have a whole arsenal. So, you know what I mean? Much respect to you. You know what I'm saying? That's big time.
Yeah, and plus, it's like, and then it's like, any real MC, they know what they want to rhyme off of. You feel me? They already know what they want already.
Right.
So it's easier for me. It's like I can link up with a producer
Right.
and go through a whole bunch of beats, or I could make shit that I already know this is gonna get used.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I don't have to alter my style.
Right.
You feel me? And a lot of the few producers that I do fuck with, I've known them long enough that they know what type of shit I'm on, and you know the type of shit that they make, I naturally fit on it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. I like that. And that's what I had a post I was gonna put up later. And I said that I was like, I like how artists, when they get with somebody that complements their sound and their style, they should continuously work with that person. It's like a match. You know what I'm saying? It's like you and that person was made to do work together. And I hear that in some of your music. Like for instance, the most recent song, apart from the song Play It By Ear that you sent me that I shared in my stories as well, it was The Last of Us. That one, that beat, that song, 100% fire, in my
I
opinion.
appreciate that.
The,
And
the
to give you the backstory on that, it was like,
yeah, please.
you know, if you peep the video, I got my boy David Watts playing the guitar.
Right.
I got the punk rock chick singing the hook.
Okay.
And my boy Killer Cow, he's on several songs that, man, got several songs together.
Okay.
You feel me? So the chick, I met her probably like 5 years ago. And she's a part of a punk rock band. And I met her at a party and we clicked. The vibe was what it was supposed to be. And we said we was gonna do something. But I had to find something. I couldn't just have her. I wanted her to stay herself.
Right.
You feel me? So, you know, I made the beat. And once I made the beat, that's when I went and got her.
Okay.
So that she could still stay herself.
So she could be authentic still. I like that.
You feel me?
Yes,
and
sir.
As far as my boy Watts playing the guitar, I knew this one kid. He is the manager of a skateboard shop.
Okay.
So me polying with him, you know, he'd be in different type of circles. So I told him I needed a guitar player. He plugged me in with Watts. Once I did that, we went to the big studio. Once we went to the big studio, I went there first, laid the beat, then I let him play the guitar all the way straight through, whatever he wanted to do.
No, that shit was hard. I like the guitar idea because that's what caught me. That song caught me. As soon as I heard it, I was like, nah, this is a hit right here. The guitar changed the whole dynamic, you know, of the whole beat. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was hard. The creativity that you got, you know what I'm saying? Like that's work. Like you don't just, all right, this beat, let me just rap. All right, let me get to it, get it over with. Now you putting people in place that normal people wouldn't do. This shit is coming out with something special. I like that.
Yeah, and then going back to the machine, like the majors and all that.
Right.
See, when you independent, because what the fuck is a fucking major? All it is a group of people who probably got a big ass building that looks super nice with a studio in it.
Right.
So
pretty much.
So if I'm dropping, it doesn't matter what the fuck is going on. You go by one thing. What the fuck come out that studio at the end of the session?
Right, exactly.
So going back to you asking me would I ever do something with a major, that laid the groundwork for me to show them what I'm capable of.
I like that. I like
so that increases your street value.
It does.
You feel me?
It does.
So
it really does.
Before you can fill yourself and say, I'm not doing this, so I'm gonna do this, that, and the third, you gotta build a bulletproof resume.
Okay.
So that when it's time to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? I could say, yo, I could do this. Check this out.
Right.
We don't need babysitters.
Right. You don't. We
Just,
grown men.
just give us the keys, let us in, and let us do what we do.
Right. Exactly.
And if we can approach it that way, in that type of fashion, then the sky's the limit.
That's a big fact. That's a big fact. I respect that. And I like the way you present it too, because you know what you want. But so how is your knowledge of the business as far as like contracts? Not saying a major deal or anything, but just like knowing how not to fuck yourself, knowing how to distribute your music. How strong is your knowledge for those things? Because it's important as an artist.
Yeah, well, all the contract really is, in my opinion, is just a conversation.
Okay. Break that down.
A conversation with an obligation inside of it. So
deep. That's deep.
So my thing is, it's like you asking me, can you hold $5?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to have a long ass 20-minute answer on if I could give you the 5.
Right.
So far as the business go, we don't have to have a long conversation. We don't have to have a long contract.
Right.
Put that real short and simple and sweet. Whatever you do, what I would advise is short contracts. I don't need a 50-page contract for what?
They're gonna do that. You know what I mean? They're gonna try to make it so that your mind state is not in the right place. So all you're worrying about is the details of that contract. You know what I mean? That's why they do that. It takes away from creativity. That's why today you have artists just putting out bullshit fast, because they can't really be creative because, like you said, the duration.
But the flip side to that, pardon me, the flip side to that is, if you're doing business, the same way they presenting me a contract, I could present them a contract.
Yeah, of course. You could counter. Absolutely.
So, it's just how long you want to have a standoff. But
right.
I'm the type of person, I'm not about to go through 50 pages or nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I give you this album and I put this much work in, I produce this many tracks on there, then what percentages? We getting right to the percentages.
Yeah, what's the point?
About it. You got to think about it. The most they could do for me is probably have a crazy engineer that's super good, maybe.
Right.
I got my own studio. Technically, I just record and send all my stems to them.
Right.
Of course, I would be there to oversee whatever type of, procedures was being taken to care for the music, because you don't leave the kids with anybody. You feel me?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So, I think the biggest thing is how present you are during the process. A lot of people, they feel like this person did this person. This person won a fucking Grammy. This person was on BET, some crazy dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
And they put their faith in that person. So you can put your faith in the person, right. But the more that you're there, and the more present you are throughout the process, the better outcome you're going to have overall, and the less stress that you'll have.
That's true.
On your back, your chest, whatever, however you want to put it, you feel me?
Right. So you basically, and like I said, like, just to get an understanding, you want to be more hands-on, which sometimes contracts prevent you from being too. They don't allow you to be involved in your own project because you no longer own your music. Right.
We can't do business. We can't do business then.
Right. That's true. I don't want to do business like that either. So I get it. I definitely get that. Real quick though, because I remember we were supposed to do this interview a while back. So the song Jersey Made, Cold World, and Oh Yeah, what EP were those, or what album were those tracks supposed to be on?
Those are singles. When I came out, when I started the label, it made more sense for me to just come out dropping mad singles back to back. So every last one of those is singles. I kept dropping singles until I figured out which way I wanted to go with the project. You feel me?
Right.
So I just came out the gate dropping mad singles. That's it.
Yeah, because when I heard those tracks too, I was like, "Oh, Jersey Made." Did you had a video for that one too, right?
No, we didn't shoot the video for that. That's Jersey Made, but I flew to fucking Tampa Bay, Florida, and both of us on the song, we both from Jersey. I flew to Tampa Bay, Florida.
Okay.
And I got in touch with this cat named Brian Tyson. He won a couple plaques. He got a studio, Pliers, DJ Khaled, all them cats, they record there. So my boy that's on the song with me, he from New Brunswick, New Jersey. He had some business going on, and I had some business going on. So I'm like, yo, I'm about to come out there. And we actually went out there. I recorded that song out there. We titled it Jersey Made because we both was from New Jersey, and we was out there. So
that's dope. That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was about. You feel me?
Because I do remember there was a video you had did with some dope visuals. You was like on an old bus or something like that.
Yeah, that's Oh Yeah. That's Oh Yeah.
Oh Yeah. Okay, so I was getting the two songs mixed up.
That was actually a train. That was a train from the 1940s.
Wow, that's fire.
Yeah, so I just stumbled onto that train one day. I stumbled onto the train shortly after I recorded the song Oh Yeah.
Okay.
So once I stumbled onto that, I'm like, yo, this where the video about to be at. Okay. And from there, I called everybody. My boy Jay Ski, DJ Jay Ski. He did all the scratching on the song.
Okay.
I had the dancers in there. I just wanted to bring all the elements to hip hop on the train. And the train was already graffitied up when I got there. So
so the visuals, it just made the visuals even better.
All we had to do was walk on the train and spit our shit. You feel me?
Right. And that shit was hard too. I remember that shit.
And the dope shit about that is that train was there since the 1940s or some shit.
Wow.
And right after we shot the video, they came and moved the train to a museum somewhere or something.
So, it was perfect timing.
Yep, and nobody will never shoot a video on that train again.
Legendary, my nigga. Legend fucking dairy. How did you stumble upon that train? Like you was just walking, probably smoking something, and was like, oh shit, fucking train.
I'm from Trenton, so this used to be an industrial city.
Type shit.
So we still got old train tracks that come through the city. And back then, that train would take you to like Lambertville, which is probably like 10 minutes from here.
Okay.
And people will come and cross over because where that train was at, like, I don't know, I ain't about to give you no history lesson or no shit like that.
right. I got you.
Trenton is right by the Delaware River.
Okay.
So, they say George Washington crossed the Delaware River when he was running from Paul Revere and all them niggas, all that crazy shit.
Right.
So basically, I guess the rich people used to live down there, and they had the trains that would bring them into town. So when everything went the way it went, you know what I'm saying? But to make a long story short, it's took a towpath. They turned it into a state park a state park type of
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
And sometimes I do a little bit of mountain biking. So me and my girl, we was on our bikes and shit and coming through the trails. And I seen the shit, the bushes had covered it up.
Type
And
shit.
so I saw it because it was wintertime.
Yeah.
No, the leaves came off the trees. So you was able to see it because, you know, it was wintertime.
Right.
I just went over there, went on there and looked at it, said, yo, we coming back.
And
And
that was
the
it.
rest was history.
That's a fact. And I know that that place will always have like a special mark in your career and in your heart because you got to do a dope video there before that shit got changed up. So I think that's dope.
Yeah.
So I got a couple minutes left because I don't got the premium Zoom shit. So let me make this quick. So is The Last of Us album or mixtape versus what you got Play It By Ear, which is coming out?
The Last of Us is just a single.
So I seen a couple songs on there though. You had a couple songs when I went to your what was it? Your you got a Spotify?
I got everything, but the thing is, they list you as an artist. When you're an artist, they list all your bodies of work
Oh, okay.
under your name. So
Okay.
that's what that was. And that's basically everything that got dropped on Eastern Standard Time Records.
Okay, gotcha.
So Play It By Ear is just basically the first EP that I'm dropping. Everything up to Play It By Ear was all singles.
Okay. And you've been pretty damn consistent because I've been following you for about 2 years and you got over 20 songs maybe done. So I would say you've been working. You know what I'm saying? So Play It By Ear is dropping the 17th of this month, correct?
Correct.
And
I'm launching the video next Friday.
okay. So how important and how special was this project to you?
Right now, to keep it a buck, I feel like this is one of the dopest projects I dropped in
Man,
my whole entire life. You feel me?
man, that's beautiful.
Yeah, this is definitely one for the books, yo.
I could dig that. I'm into a new bag these days, so I'm able to support more than likes and shares. So I'll be definitely purchasing some shit when that shit drop. I'm gonna do that for all of the people that I got, cause like I said, now I got the money now. I had obligations before where I couldn't really spend my money like that, even though the shits don't really cost nothing. Like how much you dropping the EP for?
Also saw it for 13. It got 8 songs on it. You feel
That's
me?
not bad.
And you know, the shit is crazy, yo. You know what I mean? Yo, the shit is crazy.
I dig it.
I put that shit up against whatever, you feel me? Word
Wow,
up.
is that solid, huh?
Yo, the shit is fucking out of control.
Yeah, man. The first single you sent me in my inbox, I was like, nah, I had to put it immediately in my stories. I was like, nah, this shit is hot.
Yeah,
I don't put nothing that doesn't go in my stories. It's not fire. It's not going in my stories.
That's the first single. I'm dropping the video this Friday. It's titled "Play It By Ear," and it's when you put the CD in or when you get however you get the EP. That's the first song on it when they come on.
Okay.
And that's the first video that's getting dropped.
Okay. I like that. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. And I'm definitely gonna, like I said before, I'm definitely gonna continue to support. I'm about to do a new merch drop soon. So I'm gonna probably send you some merch, you know what I'm saying, free of charge, you know what I mean, just for taking the time out your day to give me some love, you know what I mean, to show me some love by gracing me with this interview. I usually promise people merch. I don't know when it's gonna come, but trust and believe I got something for you. Dig?
Like I said, yo, the underground, what they don't understand is the underground, we got to stick together, yo.
That's a fact. Nobody got us. Nobody's coming to save us but us. If we don't put the work in together, we ain't going nowhere. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But much respect to you, my brother. I appreciate you for a solid interview. If you want, we could do a part 2. Like you said, you got other artists, so we could keep the ball rolling. I'm with all of that. I need to get back on my job. You know what I'm saying? 2023 has started off good for me. Obviously, it started off good for you as well. So let's keep working, you heard?
I'm here for it.
Yes, sir. But appreciate you. Thank you. This completes episode 24 of the Bars on Deck podcast. And I'll be tapping in soon. My brother, you stay working, man.
Yo, tell them easternstandardtimerecords.com. You
I
feel me?
got you. I got you. I got
All
you.
right.
I'm going to let them know.
See
So
you
I
in a
holla at
minute.
you, man. Stay up, you heard?
Peace.
Peace.